Summer sounds adorable in theory. Sunshine, sandals, iced coffee, long evenings on the porch. And then your actual body needs to participate. Suddenly, it's shorts, sleeveless tops, swimsuits, and family photos. And that body that you've been working on, praying over, walking, lifting, feeding well, and being patient with, that body is now expected to step out of the hoodie and into the sunshine, whether it is where you want it to be or not. And it turns out researchers have actually studied what so many women already feel. Body image gets a bit louder in the summer. There's a real reason for it, and there's a kinder way through. I'm Coach Janet J, and today on Your Next Best Step, we are talking about the season your body sometimes dreads and one small doable shift that you can make tomorrow morning before you even get dressed. Here's the thing I want to put on the table today, because I think a lot of women are doing it without realizing it. Let's call it the hide and shrink habit. It usually sounds far more reasonable than I hate my body. It sounds like, oh, I'm just more comfortable in long sleeves. Or, you know what, I'll take the picture so I don't have to be in it. Or, I'll sit by the pool. I'm not getting in today. Or my personal favorite, I will go once I lose 10 pounds. And it's been lose 10 pounds since 2003. And I am not poking fun at any of those sentences. I have said most of them myself. There is nothing wrong with being modest. There is nothing wrong with being comfortable. There is nothing wrong with choosing what feels good on your body. Yet, here is the question I want to put on the table. Are the clothes serving you, or are they hiding you? Is the cover up coming from comfort or from shame? Modesty has dignity inside it. Disappearing has shame inside it. Wisdom feels like care. Self-punishment feels like a sentence. And summer has a way of blurring those lines fast. Today's verse is Song of Solomon 4:7. You are altogether beautiful, my darling. There is no flaw in you. Now, I know some of you just heard Song of Solomon and thought, well, this took a turn for a Monday. But listen again with me slowly. Listen for the gaze inside of it. You are altogether beautiful, my darling. There is no flaw in you. Most of us look in the mirror like we are conducting an inspection, scanning, comparing, listing, negotiating. This verse is the opposite kind of gaze. It is delight. It is tenderness. It is being seen by someone whose love is not waiting on you to fix something first. And whatever you believe about Song of Solomon, as a love song, as a picture of God's love for his people, as a beautiful piece of poetry, the gaze inside it is one that most women have stopped letting themselves receive. Imagine looking at yourself the way the lover looks at the beloved here, with kindness, with warmth, with the running scoreboard set down for a moment. So, if your body image gets louder this time of year, your experience is real, and there's research to back it up. There's a term researchers use for this: seasonal body image. Dr. Scott Griffiths and his colleagues at the University of Melbourne were the first to study this in 2021. What they found is that body image dissatisfaction climbs in the summer when bodies are more on display and softens in winter when there is more clothing between you and the world. Then, in 2025, a follow-up study took the same idea further. Researchers analyzed years of social media posts across the northern and southern hemispheres. They found a real measurable spike in body image distress during summer months, June, July, and August in our part of the world. So when your dread starts climbing right around Memorial Day, there's a real reason. Less clothing, more photos, more comparison, more invitations to be seen. And visibility, even friendly visibility, can feel like vulnerability. Now, here is why I am bringing all of this to you in the middle of June and not, say, November. If your strategy for summer is to grit your teeth and hold your breath until your body looks different, that's going to cost you the season. It's going to cost you the lake day, the barbecue, the grandkids running through the sprinkler, the walk after dinner, the evening on the porch with someone you love. And I do not want shame to get another summer of your life. Researcher Dr. Kristen Neff and her colleagues, including Dr. Ellen Albertson, ran a randomized study where women went through a brief self-compassion meditation program. Compared to the women who did not, the women who practiced self-compassion had significantly lower body shame, and they stopped tying their worth so tightly to how they looked. And those changes held 3 months later. So a short, kind practice done consistently did more for women's body image than trying harder to feel confident. Here's why that matters. Self-esteem says, convince yourself you look great. Some days that works. Most days your brain calls your bluff. Self-compassion says something different. It says, this is hard, and I can be kind to myself while it's hard. And that one, your brain actually believes. Mentally, this work softens the inner running commentary that scans your body for evidence. Emotionally, it lowers the dread, the bracing, and the grief many women carry into summer. Physically, it lets your nervous system stop treating a sleeveless top like a threat. Spiritually, it lets you receive the gaze of a God who is not standing over you with a clipboard. And the practical shift I want to give you today is this: dress for presence. That means tomorrow morning, instead of asking what hides the most, ask a different question. What would help me feel present today? That might be a flowy dress, a linen top, shorts that do not require constant negotiations with gravity, a swimsuit with the coverage you actually like. The specific style matters far less than the question behind it. You are choosing clothes that help you show up in your day instead of disappearing inside of it. Because clothes are supposed to serve your body. Your body is not supposed to audition for your clothes. So here it is, one small thing. Tomorrow morning, when you stand in front of the mirror to get ready, change what you do first. Before you scan, before you check, before the running commentary starts about what is wrong, what is bigger, what needs to be hidden, look at your own eyes. That is it. Look at your eyes for about 3 seconds, long enough to actually see the woman in there, and then go on with your morning. This may sound almost too small to count. That's the whole point. You are interrupting the inspection. You are letting the woman look at the woman before the critic gets the first word. 3 seconds, the eyes. That is the step. Here's what we touched on today. Summer body image is louder for a reason. The research backs that up. There is a real spike in distress when bodies are more on display. Self-compassion does the work that forced confidence cannot. A kind, short practice done consistently lowers body shame and softens the hardness. And Song of Solomon 4:7, hands us a different gaze, one of delight, where the running scoreboard finally gets set down. Your body doesn't have to earn its way into the season. It is already there. If today's episode landed for you, would you please do one thing for me? Leave a rating or review wherever you are listening or watching. It really does help other women find this show, and I am so grateful for everyone. Follow or subscribe so you do not miss what comes next. And as always, take your next best step.